What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today for another episode of Diamond Dynasty Risers and Fallers. Back again for our weekly roster prediction video. They took a week off last week, and so did we, but we still kind of dropped a mini episode focusing on Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger. Now, I'm not going to lie, I struggled to find guys that I haven't really talked about already in this week's episode, so some of this stuff may be repetitive. As a matter of fact, the first two guys are going to be exactly repetitive from last week, but as always, I do want you to leave it in the comment section below, or just hit me up on Twitter. Let me know who you think's going to get an upgrade. Tell me somebody from your favorite team, because I just don't have the time to watch every single game, obviously, and sometimes I just might be missing out on guys, but we got to talk about Cody Bellinger. What is this guy drinking, man? I need whatever type of water he drinks. I need it, because he is just, he's crushing the baseball. He's hitting home runs. He's breaking records. He's playing great. Now, we talked about him last week. I said, you know, I think he's going to get an upgrade this week. I don't think he's going to be gold. I have to change my mind now. I have to change my opinion. Not only is he hitting home runs, his average is jumping up a little bit, man. He's hitting 270 now. That was my kind of knock against him last week. 22 home runs, 49 runs batted in. My prediction is Cody Bellinger goes up to an 85 overall this week just because of all the hype that he's getting. And if you look at his price, you've really missed out at this point if you haven't been investing in him. Same thing with Aaron Judge. That ship is kind of sailed. He's selling for about 4,000 stubs right now. I'm going to predict for him an 87 overall on Friday. 333 average, 24 home runs, 54 runs batted in. He's still crushing them, knocking them out of the park. Still fighting for that triple crown. Who would you guys take? It's been a pretty heated discussion on Twitter over the last week. If you had to build the franchise around either Bellinger or Aaron Judge, which player would you take? I'm still going with Aaron Judge because I think he's better overall, but you know, time will tell. If both of these guys keep playing, I think they're going to be rookies of the year. Anthony Rizzo, I think, is our gold to diamond candidate for this week. The Cubs moved him to leadoff, and he's been playing phenomenal lately. 89 overall. He's 1 point away from being diamond, and I don't think it happens this week. Maybe I'm just throwing it out there, but I don't think it happens just yet. I think we need one more week before it happens, but I've noticed he's went from about 10K to about 15K this week. So people think he's going diamond. 268 average on the season, 17 home runs, 47 runs batted in, 398 on base percentage. But in the month of June, he's hitting 397. A big part of that is him moving to that leadoff spot, as we mentioned. 5 home runs in June, 17 runs batted in, so he's hitting for a great average. He's still knocking them out the park, still driving runs home. We'll have to see how that continues. Edwin Encarnacion, this guy was a gold to start the season out. Took a hit because he was slumping, but I think he's starting to find his groove now. Right now, he's still only hitting 265 on the season, 383 on base percentage, 17 home runs, 39 runs batted in for the Indians, but he's starting to heat up now. He's been one of the most hot hitters, aside from the guys we've already mentioned, over the last 30 days. In the month of June alone, 370 batting average, 7 home runs, 17 runs batted in. He's a bit expensive right now. I hope you guys invested in him early when he was selling for like 200, 300, 400 stubs, because now he's back up to around 1,000. He's one of the cards you need for the Hanley Ramirez mission, so that's another reason why his card jumped up in price. But if you've been stashing his cards, or if you invested a long time ago, you might be able to make some profit. And then lastly, a player that we're going to feature is Mike Zunino from the Seattle Mariners. Now, he's coming off an injury. He hasn't played too much this season, but he's been doing a lot in the time that he has been playing. 256 average. He's not a great batting average guy career-wise, but we'll have to see how he goes. But he can absolutely hammer the baseball. 9 home runs, 30 runs batted in. He's been injured most of the season, like I said. 6 of his 9 home runs against righties, 25 of his 30 runs batted in against righties, so maybe some power and contact against that side of pitching. Over his last 7 games, he has a 368 batting average, 4 home runs, 10 runs batted in, and in June, he's hitting 375, guys, with 8 home runs and 26 runs batted in. So those are really just the guys that I want to feature in today's video. There's some other ones that, you know, I've talked about over the last weeks. A lot of people have been hitting me up in the comment section about Felipe Rivero. I think he's perfectly placed with this overall, but he might get an upgrade. Jay Bruce, I think, should be a silver card. Every time I look up, he's hitting a home run for the Mets. Great season so far. Corey Dickerson still hitting for really good average power. He needs to be a gold card by now. Max Scherzer, another good outing today. Almost had a no-hitter and then kind of blew the lead, but I think he gets bumped up. Wilson Contreras, this is a guy who's starting to come on for the Cubs. Let's see if he gets an upgrade. And then lastly, David Peralta. He's hitting for average. He's usually been a power guy against righties, but he's hitting for average. And I lied. Lastly now is Greg Holland. I think he's going to be diamond. I'm still predicting it. He did blow a save last week, but he didn't blow the lead. They didn't lose. He got the win off of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Peace.